All right, man. Just gonna just gonna wait a little bit here. Okay. Let me see. I'm just fixing up a few last things. We'll start talking about the World Cup group stage because we have to talk about the group stage to see what happened in the last match day, which would have been match day number 3. And with that being said, let me just let me just I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so here we go, bro. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You motherfucker. Ah, I can hear. Alright, so, anyways, welcome back, everybody. We are going to review what happened in the World Cup in match day number 3. And we're going to talk about the bracket for the round of 16th and how the World Cup will be defined by December 18th, which is in 2 weeks from Sunday. So, I can't believe it's almost over, man. Just like it started yesterday, we waited for 4 years and now it's halfway done. What a bitch. Anyways, all right. So last time we spoke, we went over the rules. So I'm not gonna go over that shit again. We're just gonna go over the results of match day number 3, and we're gonna compare them to the predictions that I made about 5 days ago, Monday. So we're just gonna go ahead and go through them real quick. Again, some I was right, some I was wrong, but mostly I was right. So just take it with a grain of salt. Just pay attention, man, because it got very interesting. Round of 16 will be extremely interesting. So here we go. So I said back, I'm just gonna say 5 days ago on Monday, I said that the Netherlands would beat Qatar, and they did. The Netherlands went through as first of the group with 7 points. And Senegal, I had Ecuador to beat Senegal, but it wasn't the case. Senegal actually played a very good game and they beat Ecuador, which gave them 6 points. They advanced with the Netherlands as second. I said that England would beat Wales, and they did 3-0. And I also stated that I believe that the U.S. could beat the Islamic Republic of Iran, and they did. So U.S. and England are going to go through as first and second, respectively. I thought this group was very interesting because I thought that Mexico and Argentina would exit the World Cup, but it wasn't the case. I didn't think Poland could beat Argentina in that last game, and I called it a draw. Remember, I called it a draw, and Argentina won. So they got up to 6 points, and they are through as first. Mexico. They needed one more goal from either Argentina to score on Poland or for them to score on KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they didn't. So Mexico are out of the World Cup because of the goal difference. Remember how I talked about it? Yeah, that's how much it fucking mattered. Look, they score one goal less than Poland, but they're tied on points. Yeah, they're going home eating shit. So that's why you got to score in the World Cup, and you cannot let nobody score on you. Okay, France again. I had France. This was interesting because I had France to beat Tunisia, which they did. And no, actually, they didn't. They lost to Tunisia. Fucking guys, man. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong on this one. Um, and also, I was wrong, dude. This whole group, I was fucking wrong. I had France to beat Tunisia, and I had Denmark to beat Australia, but that wasn't the case. Australia actually beat Denmark in the last match day, and they knocked them out. And Tunisia only got up to 4 points, but it wasn't enough because Australia beat both Tunisia and Denmark. So as you can see, France will go through as first and Australia as second. Same points, but the goal difference. Look, France scores 6 points. They score three on them. The difference is three. So France is number one to go through, and Australia will follow in a very close numbers, number two or second. This was the biggest right now. I don't want to say upset because there's no such thing as an upset, okay? Upsets only happen in the final. That's it. And if it's only an underdog versus like a world champion like 1998 when France beat the shit out of the fucking Brazilians. And that's an upset, okay? That was more than an upset. That was an ass beating. But we're not going to talk about that, man. That was 24 years ago. We're talking about today. Um, I had Germany and Spain going through. I had Germany beating Costa Rica, which they did, but because of the motherfucking goal difference, they're staying behind. They're staying behind. So they beat Costa Rica, they tied Spain, and they lost to Japan. So Japan was the biggest surprise out of this group. They took the first place. They took first place of this group by beating both the Germans and Spain to gain 6 points. So Japan, very well done to Japan. I was hoping, nothing against the Japanese. Fantastic group of people. If you haven't heard, they actually stay behind after every game and they pick up every single piece of trash. I mean, not down to the last one, but very respectful people. And I wish them all the best. They earned it. They beat two world champions. It's no easy task to beat Japan and get out of this group alive, much less as first place. So, good game to Japan. Spain dropped the ball versus Japan. Spain did not play a very good game, and we're going to talk about it when we talk about the round of 16. So, yeah, Japan going first, Spain going second. This was another interesting group right here. Morocco, very, very good set of players with Sijic, with Hakimi. I don't know all of them, but an amazing group of people. And I really see Morocco as being the underdog of the World Cup. And I have another underdog, but we'll talk about it later, like I said. And again, I was right in this group. I was right. And in this group, I was wrong. I was 50-50 because I said Germany would beat Costa Rica and then that Japan would lose to Spain, but that wasn't the case. So it is what it is. So I was 50-50 on this one. This one I was 100% right. Morocco did indeed beat Canada, and Croatia and Belgium drew. They 0-0. It was a draw, a point each, which left the biggest, and this is just my personal opinion, the biggest motherfucking underachievers that have ever walked the motherfucking face of the earth and play in a motherfucking Euro Cup or in a motherfucking World Cup. This clowns had every motherfucking opportunity to win it all. This pieces of shit couldn't do it. For you guys that don't know, for the past 8 fucking years, I've been having to hear how Belgium has a golden generation of players. I've been having to hear that Belgium this, Belgium that. Belgium is number one ranked in the world by FIFA because they win so many games. But when it comes to the big fucking tournaments, they choke on the dick, bro. They choke on the motherfucking dick. So Belgium, to me, I'm not even sad that they're out of this World Cup. I'm not even sad that they're out of this World Cup. I never even saw them take off. They only score one fucking goal. Look at this. In 3 fucking games. You know the fucking talent that Kevin De Bruyne has? And Lukaku missed so many motherfucking opportunities versus Croatia. That guy is fucking cursed, man. Lukaku is the world's. He's the new Michael Ballack. And if you know anything about Michael Ballack, holy shit, man, that guy was fucking cursed. But anyways, Belgium out of the fucking World Cup. Canada, what an amazing performance by Canada, man. It's not easy. They lost all three, man. They lost all three. But if I had a top hat like back in the 1700s, I'd take it off and bow my head down to Canada, man. Canada, they scored their first two World Cup goals ever, bro. That's gotta make you feel proud, man. Like even if you eat shit, bro, who gives a fuck? You went there and you fucking represented, bro. I love the way Canada play, but they play better teams, so it is what it is. But yeah. Anyways, Morocco took first place. Croatia second place. They're both through to the round of 16. This group, another interesting group. Today, Cameroon threw the game versus Japan, not to play Croatia, not to play Brazil. You mean, but I'll talk about that in just like 1 second, bro. Just give me like 1 fucking second, bro. I'll get to that, and then we'll talk about this shit too. This particular group right here, Brazil was defeated by Cameroon today again. Amazing gameplay by Cameroon, dude, but it wasn't their World Cup. They only tied one, lost one, and won one. So 4 points. Serbia, they lost to Switzerland in what people called a grudge match because of, like I said, because of the armed conflict between Serbia and all of the ex-Yugoslavia states that broke off back in the 90s and how they were, and they still are, fucking communist and the genocide, and I don't want to talk about sad shit, bro. So they beat the fuck out of them today. So good shit to Switzerland. They won 2 games. They won versus Serbia and versus Cameroon, giving them 6 games. Brazil took an L, but they went through as first because of the goal difference. Only by a goal. If Switzerland would have beaten Serbia by more goals today, they would have taken the group. If they would have scored one more goal or two more goals, they would have taken the groups. But that was a big surprise by Switzerland. Out of this group very complicated because Cameroon. Cameroon was definitely the fucking, the odd couple there, or the odd team out of that group. France, Brazil probably took it easy last game, not to risk. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's another thing too. This bigger teams like, um, let me see. Let me go back up here. Like France, they were already qualified. England was already qualified. The Netherlands was, they rest their players, bro. Strategy, like today the game versus or the game between Portugal and South Korea where Cristiano Ronaldo was taken off. South Korea won, by the way, 2-1, um, which knocked out Uruguay, who won against Ghana. See, I had Uruguay and Portugal going through, right? I had Portugal beating South Korea and Uruguay beating Ghana, but that wasn't the case. Actually, Ghana lost to Uruguay and South Korea defeated Portugal. But Portugal was already through no matter what. It was just about securing first place through the goal difference, which was very close, as you can see, only 2 goals. But then again, it was between the top 2 teams of the group, so very hard to score a lot of goals. So there you have it, folks. The World Cup consists of 32 teams divided into 8 groups of 4. Um, and there it is. Top 2 teams advance to the playoff stage, which is the round of 16th. When that starts, it's tomorrow, and we're going to talk about it now. And we're going to talk about something interesting here that some people are saying that Spain, not people in the chat by the way, but just in general, generally speaking, um, they were saying indeed that Spain threw the game. But I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Just give me a sec. I'll get to that. So this is the round of 16 bracket right here, right? As you can see, the time and the date has been set for each and one of them. So as you can see, the first round of 16 game will be tomorrow, and we're not going to talk about the quarterfinals, and we're not going to speculate because I just don't do that shit. If we're going to speculate about the quarterfinals, I might as well just speculate about the semifinal and the final, and then just not do another review again because that's just like I said, speculation. Don't drink a glass of water you haven't found yet. Type of shit. But that's more philosophical than actually helpful in this particular case. But anyways, as you can see, here's how the brackets got cut up um, for the teams, and we have tomorrow at 9 a.m. we have the Orange Crush. We have Holland, the Netherlands, playing against the United States of America, and I have the United States of America 100% of the way, man. Not because I live here, not because I'm a fucking citizen, not because no. I have them because of the way they've been playing, bro. That Iran game really tested the U.S. I mean, Iran is not the greatest superpower in world football, but, but, yeah, another video. Yeah, bro, exactly, bro. I want to keep this shit going until the final, baby. Shit. Give the people what they want. So, I have the United States playing a hell of a lot better. Um, then Holland. Holland fucking struggled through the group stage, man. You had to see the games that Holland had versus Qatar, versus Ecuador, and versus let me go back here, and versus Senegal. They struggle, bro. They fucking struggle. Like it was a bitch for the Netherlands. Like the Netherlands is lacking what I believe is midfield and definition, which is the strikers up there. So for the Netherlands and the United States of America, this is my particular take on it. All right, this is not true. Take it with a grain of salt. I say the U.S. beats the Netherlands 2-1 in extra time. And I know what you're saying. Motherfucker, you could have just told me they're gonna beat them 2-1. No, no, no. When it comes to betting, and I don't know if any of you guys do, everything fucking matters. It matters on what half they're gonna score. It matters how many goals are gonna be scored and by whom. It matters when they score the goals, regular time or added time, because tomorrow it's single elimination game. Single elimination game. Like there is no ties. Somebody's going home tomorrow after the game between the U.S. and the Netherlands. Like somebody's packing up their shit and taking a hike. So I say that the United States of America will beat Holland 2-1 in extra time. I don't know who's gonna score. I don't play that bullshit because that's just that's just a wild guess. Your guess will be as good as mine when it comes to like who scores. But I think that the United States of America, because of that um, sort of like boost in beating Iran, I think they come in here with much, much, much more concentration than the Netherlands, who fucking barely, took off flight in the second game or the third game. The third game, it was fucking boring, bro. Like you did not want to see motherfucking Netherlands play their third game. It was just boring. That's why I'm going with the U.S. The U.S. is going in there with high mentality, high capacity. Christian Pulisic is back from that little incident that he had. I think his pelvic bone was like, some bullshit happened, or they had the head or some shit like that. So, anyways, they have Christian Pulisic. He's gonna play tomorrow, and we have Betty over here saying that she'll be rooting for Argentina tomorrow. Well, well. Look, Argentina has the world's weight on its shoulder. Every fucking body you talk to today will tell you that Argentina is the favorite to win the World Cup, and that is not the case. That will not be the case. Argentina will not win this World Cup. I'm sorry to break anybody's heart. I really don't give a shit. Nothing against Lionel Messi. I said how I feel about him 5 days ago, so take it with a grain of salt. I think that Australia will be the biggest upset of the World Cup tomorrow. They will knock out Argentina. I don't know how. I don't know if there's going to be in regular time, extra time, or in PKs, but I believe, my opinion, my opinion, Australia defeats Argentina tomorrow, causing the biggest fucking shockwave in this year's World Cup. That's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. And it's not a one-man team. No, you have to see the way Argentina's midfield is playing for Lionel Messi. De Paul is fucking leaving everything on the motherfucking pitch for Lionel Messi, and so is everybody else. So that has a very, very high mental, sort of like something that eats it away, because they are under so much stress from being concentrated that they don't want to fuck up, and they did fuck up versus KSA. You know what I mean? All you have to do is watch the intensity that KSA had versus Argentina in the first game, and Australia can do it. Australia can do it. They are highly motivated, and I know when it comes to the World Cup, it's about skill. It's not about who's motivated. Shit, I'm motivated to be a fucking billionaire, and here I am, broke. You know what I mean? So it doesn't work like that. But in this particular case, I do believe. I'm not saying what score. I'm not saying when. I'm not saying none of that shit. But Australia will defeat Argentina tomorrow. All right. And the next game for Monday, December 5th at 9 a.m. This game right here. This game right here. This game right here. You have to watch. Okay. This game right here. Because this game right here between Croatia, who took second place in their group, versus Japan, who beat Germany and Spain to go through as number one or first place in that group. This right here will create the team that will face either Brazil or South Korea. And personally, I will support Croatia because of Luka Modric, because of Kovacic, and because of other reasons that I will not explain. But Croatia and Brazil, sorry about that. People yelling. Um, right here, this game can create a very unique game opportunity for the future. Again, we're not gonna get into like the discussion of the quarterfinals, except for this game right here, or these two games, because it could yield a all Asian quarterfinal, which to me which to me, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I would love to see Japan go against South Korea in a quarterfinal at a World Cup because it would yield a semi-finalist from Asia. And I just want to see it. You know, personal opinion. But it will be very tough because Croatia, as you saw against Belgium, who are, like I said, to me, extremely overrated, but at the same time underrated because of the talent that they do have at every line, defensively, the midfield, strikers. I mean, for God's sake, Lukaku is worth 100 million euros. Kevin De Bruyne, you can't even put a price tag on that nigga. You know what I mean? Kevin De Bruyne, it's extremely smart. So when it comes to this, I'm gonna have to like, my between these two games, my opinion would be the following: Croatia beats Japan and Brazil beats South Korea. Okay, there is no like nice way of saying it. It's just the way it's gonna play out more than likely. Although I would love to see an all Asian quarterfinal so that it can yield an Asian team in the semifinal. But that's just thinking two three games ahead. But it is what it is. And Japan caught, yeah, they caught them napping. Yeah, I don't. Spain, the Spain. Okay, man, Spain didn't throw shit away, right? That's just the way I feel. Spain did not throw shit away, and I'll explain why, and then you're gonna see the bigger picture. So between Japan and Croatia, I think Croatia will go through. I think Brazil will go through versus South Korea. I would love to see an old Japanese quarterfinal, but we'll see what happens on Monday. On Sunday, because remember this is back and forth. All right, so this is back and forth. On Sunday, December 4th, France. This game, I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna go into it much. France will throw everything that they fucking have. In 2014, Germany was a fucking juggernaut. Yeah, bro, Germany was a fucking juggernaut, but look at what happened to them in the Euro Cup 2016. I mean, bro, like big teams underperform, bro. Like the World Cup is full of that shit. Not only this World Cup, I can go back 6, 7, 8 World Cups and tell you exactly which fucking huge team just underperform. So this game right here between France and Poland, yeah, France is gonna throw all the meat on the grill. France will fucking come out swinging, dude. Like they rested everybody. Kylian Mbappe is playing one hell of a World Cup. I if you know if imagine if France had Benzema playing, I mean that's just a bonus, man. But at the same time, Giroud has done more than enough. I mean, what more could have Benzema done than Giroud? I mean, they lost that final game, but they were resting their plays. They were going to go through. How much more can Karim Benzema add? Like is he the Ballon d'Or? Yes, he is. He's the first Ballon d'Or to miss a World Cup in 44 years. That's just a statistic, for you to just think about. But this game right here, Poland, I just don't see Poland beating France. Not the way Kylian Mbappe will destroy Poland's defense. All right, let me just put it that way, man. If that guy scores a hat trick versus Poland, I wouldn't be surprised. This game right here, England, Sunday, December 4th at 1 p.m. This game right here gives me, yeah, 9 players rested, bro. There you go. Such a high amount of players, and they barely lost. It's not like they lost bad. They barely lost, like 1-0, I think. Um, or 2-1 or some shit like that, bro. It was yesterday. Um, sort of out of context. Zidane's headbutt. They made songs about it in France. Look, bro, I have a very special jersey that I've been sort of like keeping away. Yeah, Materazzi. Um, it's Zinedine Zidane's number 10 jersey. Um, Not the white one though, the blue one for France for that year. And it's brand new. I still have the tags. I collect soccer jerseys, and I'm up to let me see. The last time I checked, I was up to 35 jerseys from all over the world, all the world champions or the European Cup champions, South American champions, North American champions, African champions, Asian champions, Oceania champions. You name it, I have it. But that's besides the point. This game right here, England versus Senegal. All right, fuck the goddamn English. That's all I gotta say, bro. Like, England is the most motherfucking overrated team that has ever played in the World Cup, all right? Just because these motherfuckers have the English Premier League, which is, not gonna lie, the best league in the world, they will fucking hype every goddamn English player that plays in that fucking league. Foden, Grealish, even though they have amazing talent, the English don't fucking know how to play big tournaments. The fact that they won that fucking World Cup in 1966. If you ever seen a video from 1966, you'll know that that fucking final against West Germany was fucking rigged. They how do you say it? They disallowed a couple of goals by Germany in that fucking game. That's the only reason why these niggas have a World Cup, bro. Because they hosted the World Cup that year, and that final game, nobody can fucking argue with me that it was fucking rigged against West Germany. And by the way, just so people know exactly when Germany has lost the World Cup, it was in '66 versus England, in 2002 versus Brazil, and in '86 versus Diego Maradona's Argentina. But they would get their revenge 4 years later in in 1990, when Italy hosted the World Cup and Germany beat them in the final, um, 1-0, and they took revenge. But anyways, that's my little rant about England. They overhyped their fucking players as if they won a Ballon d'Or in the past 20 fucking years, and they did with Michael Owen. But if you know anything about that fucking midget, you will know that that year Michael Owen did not fucking deserve that Ballon d'Or, and he should have never played for Real Madrid. The reason is that these motherfucking English bastards overhyped their players to the point where they cost $100 million today. And look at Grealish, prime fucking example. This nigga, Manchester City dropped $150 million, or euros, or pounds, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They paid Aston Villa. I think it was 1 or 2 seasons ago, and this motherfucker came off the bench on the 80th minute the other day, match day number 2. $150 million player off the fucking bench in the 80th fucking minute. If that's not flexing money, in the eyes of the world, then you fucking tell me what is. Because I just don't get England. England will fucking crash out of this World Cup, if not versus Senegal, versus France. Because guess what? That's who they're gonna fucking play next if they advance. I don't think Senegal can beat England in regular time. I think it's gonna go to PKs, and England is gonna go out of the World Cup, and it'll be the biggest fucking flop in their history. Even more so than 2010, 2006, when they had their golden era with Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard and David Beckham and Peter Crouch and Ashley Cole and Rio Ferdinand and all them niggas, Carragher, fuck, bro. Like, these niggas have always been stacked in the World Cup. They never fucking complete the job because they fucking choke somehow. The English are fucking cursed. I don't see them winning the World Cup. I don't see them beating Senegal tomorrow. And if they do, they're going to eat shit against France. That's just the way I feel about that. Alright, here's the game that my friend Twisted was talking about. Man, just look at the picture. Just look at this picture. Just look at where my mouse is highlighting. If Morocco is first of the group, so they get to face Spain, who is second. If Spain would have won the group, they would have been up here. Spain, they were trying to, avoid Brazil and Argentina and them niggas. Okay, look who the fuck you're gonna get if you go through against Morocco. You're gonna get either Portugal, who's gonna beat Switzerland. I just don't see the Swiss beating Portugal. I just don't see them. I just don't fucking see it. So I'm not even gonna spend time on that shit. All right, like, not because of Cristiano Ronaldo and the fact that he's my idol. I just don't see Switzerland beating Portugal. Period. That's it. End of story. Morocco, though. If Spain is able to beat Morocco, they'll have to face Portugal. And it doesn't even fucking matter if Switzerland wins, because France can easily take out Poland, can easily take out England, can easily take out Senegal. So no matter what fucking happens, in order to make it to the to the final, they have to see France in a semi-final. So don't write off Switzerland just yet. Look, I don't give a fuck if you're Swiss or not, Betty, or if your mom or your dad or whoever. Like, I really don't give a shit. Like, it's just the way I see things. You know what I mean? Like, has Switzerland. Look, I'll just put it this way: Switzerland knocked out France in the last Euro Cup. So they're not bad. I just don't see them beating Portugal, man. Like, I just don't see them beating a very motivated Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a one-man team. But however, I can't just say that. You know why I can't just fucking say that Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal are a one-man team? Because Bruno Fernandes is there. Because Cancelo's there. João Felix is there. You know, and they have a lot of other good players too that are stepping up to the fucking occasion. I don't see the Swiss in a Euro Cup as well. Hey man, if we're gonna talk about what happened in a Euro Cup, you know 8, 16, 20 years ago. I can pull up everything I know, but that's not the point. The point is that I don't see Switzerland going past Portugal. I'm not saying that Portugal are gonna fucking rape Switzerland. That's not what I'm saying either. But I just don't see them go past Portugal. I just don't see it. And if they do, well, they fucking do. We'll see on Tuesday, right? But Spain didn't throw that game. Okay, who the fuck was Spain trying to avoid? Like I said before, the Netherlands, Argentina, Croatia, Brazil, the strongest teams of the upper bracket. Look who they're stuck with in the bottom bracket. Like, what fucking change? You know what I mean? It's like, hey, if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, Weil, do you want to get raped by a horse or do you want to get raped by a donkey? I'll be like, oh, I don't know, bro. Bring the horse. All right, bro. Good luck. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing that Spain did. They're, we're gonna avoid, Brazil and Argentina. Yeah, motherfucker. Now you got England, France, and Portugal to worry about. But, it is the World Cup. You never know what's gonna happen. So, that's just my prediction. Take it with a grain of salt. If you don't like something I said, that's fine too. You don't have to agree. I don't really fucking care. But this is just the best I can figure this shit out. Just remember, I'm not doing this just to blow smoke out of my ass. I was right on 75% of the predictions, 5 days ago. So if I'm right on 50% of these fucking predictions, especially the ones with the weaker teams, I might be onto something. And like I said, there will be a dark horse, and I really do believe that the dark horse of this World Cup is Senegal. It could be Senegal, it could be Morocco. You know what I mean? Because they're playing so good, they're playing so well. So we have to see what happens tomorrow. It starts tomorrow at 9, and there will 9 a.m. Central Time, and another game at 1 p.m. Central Time. So depending on where you live in the world, just add or subtract a few hours, and there you go. So Netherlands versus the U.S. I have the U.S. beating the Netherlands in regular time, period. Argentina versus Australia. I see the Australians going through. I don't know how. I just see them going through. And this is another thing that I'm going to talk about. Another thing that I'm going to talk about. Look how beautiful this bracket right here is. Just pay attention right here. I want you guys to like come to the light with me. All right. Look at this. Look. Just hear me out. I'm just going to step out of bounds. If tomorrow and Monday the small teams can knock out Brazil and Argentina, that means that this bracket right here is going to send a nation to the final because of the way that is set up with the quarterfinals, the semi, a nation that has never won a World Cup. So this bracket can theoretically send somebody who has never won a World Cup, if Argentina and Brazil fall tomorrow and Monday, into the World Cup final. That will be amazing to watch because I'm sick of these motherfuckers with 5, 4, 2, 1 World Cups. Just it's over and over again. It's like the same fucking suspect every time. The same fucking suspect every time. Who won the World Cup? Argentina. Who won the World Cup? Brazil. Who won the World Cup? France. I want to hear somebody else win the World Cup. Croatia. I want to see South Korea. I want to see Australia. I want to see the Netherlands. I want to see the USA. The Netherlands deserves the World Cup. They lost 4 World Cups. These motherfuckers have been to 4 World Cups and they lost every fucking one of them. So, like I said, this bracket can definitely set the World Cup on fire, because if Brazil and Argentina are knocked out at any stage, they are gonna send a World Cup or a non-winning World Cup team into the final. So it'll be nice to see what happens. Now this bracket right here that Spain was trying to avoid or whatever, you know what I mean? Like whoever plays, best on that day, yeah, bro. I mean that's just the way it is. Nothing else can be done. So this bracket right here, we have one world champion, two world champions, three world champions. This is tough. I don't know why Spain would throw that game. Look at they have to deal with two world champions, man, to even make it to the final. The chances of this fucking bracket right here sending a finalist, a country into the final without a championship is very tough. Very fucking tough. The percentage of champions are too high compared to this top bracket where only two of the eight have won the World Cup, Argentina and Brazil. Here, out of the eight, we have France, England, and Spain. And they're all projected, except for England right here, because I think my niggas from Senegal will fucking defeat England. And fuck England, by the way. Tomorrow or Sunday. I'm sorry. And Poland is gonna eat shit against France, and Spain. I don't know about this game. Morocco can be that dark horse, man. They can really be that dark horse. We'll see what happens. Immigrants everywhere. Whoever plays better. Yeah, bro. Just that's what everybody was saying the other day. That those fucking sang niggas from the KSA. That's why they beat Argentina, because them niggas are used to running with camels and shit out in the desert. And I was like, man, that's gotta have some like truth to it, bro. Like these niggas are used to like running away from like incoming bombs and shit. So I mean, that's gotta make you run faster, right? I know it would meet if I had to run away from a bomb. Oh, like here comes an American fucking drone with a bomb attached to it, bro. Dude, I'm gonna run a mile in 3 minutes. I'm gonna run a mile in 3 minutes, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, these motherfuckers can run, bro. Shit. Senegal, bro. Senegalese people, bro. These niggas get chased by lions and shit. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas are born playing with leopards and shit. You know? Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, Faisal is their goalkeeper, bro. That's why they ate shit. And Nero was their defender. That's why they ate so many goals, bro. Because they ain't shit. And man, fuck those donkeys. That's all I got to say about them niggas, bro. Fuck those two donkeys. Fuck them niggas. So, anyways, I know it's a little exciting, and it is. The World Cup is very exciting, and so far I've watched every game, and oh man, dude, my eyes are burning, bro. Like after that Brazil game today, I was like, man, finally, man, fuck this. I want to go live. But anyways, dude, like that's been the review of the round of 16th. Like I said, bro, all jokes aside, um, the U.S. goes through. This game right here, Argentina, Australia, tough game, tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough fucking game. I, if Argentina ends up just fucking stomping all over, Australia, hey man, GG to them. I don't have anything, personal against Argentina. Again, Lionel Messi, I'll say it again so that I can reinforce the sentiment. Amazing player, magical, the greatest of all time to some, not to me. And I'm not saying he's not good, but to me, I like the other guy better. Um, Tough game. Like I said, if Argentina ends up just destroying Australia, fuck it. They do what they do. They have Lionel Messi. However, if they, somehow get knocked out by Australia, the big, that's just gonna be the biggest fucking upset in World Cup history. I think it'll be worse than Brazil's, trashing 7-1 by Germany. So we'll see. We'll see. Argentina has a lot to lose in this World Cup, and the long way to the final. I mean, we're still far away, bro. Too many good, talented teams still there fighting for it. Japan, Croatia. I would love to see Japan and South Korea go through, but I'm gonna have to support my Croatians. Um, I'm gonna have to support them for reasons, like I said, I can't explain, but I will explain it to the right people later. Um, Brazil versus South Korea. Again, I wish that South Korea will upset Brazil. For Brazil, it wouldn't be an upset because they're used to getting knocked out of the World Cup, bro. Brazil has done shitty since 2002. Okay, so just so you guys know how shitty Brazil has done in the past, 4 or 5 World Cups, I'm gonna tell you. 2018, Brazil. Guess who knocked them out? Belgium knocked them out. Quarterfinals. And Belgium got knocked out today. How fucking cynical is that? Brazil, 2014, semifinal versus Germany in their own backyard. They got fucking destroyed 7-1. Mm. Yeah, Brazils are good sports about it. Yeah, go ask people in fucking Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. Go ask them if they are good sports. Go to one of the favelas and ask them, hey, favela people, do you think Brazil did okay? Are you guys being good sports about it because they lost? Yeah, let's see what happens. But anyways, Croatia will go through against Japan and Brazil will go through against South Korea. Although, I would love to see an Asian quarterfinal. So, anyways, back 2010, Brazil. Who do you think disqualified Brazil from Africa 2010? The Netherlands, who would end up losing the tournament to Spain. I think it was quarterfinals again. Yeah, quarterfinals. Oh, the people in the stadium on that day? Yeah, it all depends, bro. Shit, I don't know what kind of like good sportsmanship people you find, but it ain't the motherfuckers I know. But that's besides the point. Personal opinion matters very little when they play. Um, 2006, France knocked them out. Quarterfinals. France would lose the final against Italy that year. 2002, they were champions. 1998, they lost the final against France. 1994, they won the final against Italy. 1990, I don't even fucking remember what happened to them in 1990, man. To be honest, like just so you get an idea. Um, so we'll see what happens. Poland will get eliminated by France. Senegal, I'm rooting for Senegal, although more than likely England will win. Um, but fuck the English. I'll say it again. Morocco, Spain. Morocco, if they can manage to beat Spain, which I think they can based on how well they're playing. And to be honest, Spain, they only look good against Costa Rica, who they fucking trash 7-0. Okay, it's not like they fucking trash Brazil 7-0 or Germany or you know what I mean. Like they didn't fucking beat the shit out of anybody important. You know, they didn't beat the shit out of like nobody important. Japan beat them. Yeah, they beat Costa Rica, who was beaten by Germany, and they tied against Germany. So Spain, a lot of people, oh, fucking Spain, no, 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 no. Spain doesn't make it to the final. I'm just gonna throw it out there now, so that I can pop the bottle or pop the bubble. Sorry, pop the bubble and burst whoever's dreams are to see Spain world champion. It's not gonna happen, bro. Right? That's just not gonna happen. Um, Portugal, Switzerland. I'm with the Portuguese. My idol plays for Portugal, so I got a pull for the Portuguese. Although I do support Switzerland because of the fact that in the past Euro Cups, in the past World Cups, they have knocked out some very important players or teams, I should say, out of the World Cups and out of the Euro Cups. So there you have it. That's my take on it. Again, if I'm 50% right about any of this, chances are that the quarterfinal will be much, much easier to decipher, and the semis will be even more. And the final, well, the final is the final. Betty says that she's either with Switzerland or Portugal. Betty, you are one of those fans that sits on the fence, and wherever the wind blows, that's where you fall. It's fine. I've been there myself, as a fan, as a person, and as many other things. But that's besides the point. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good night. It was nice chatting with you, Betty, with Javi, with Sir, with my boss, bro. Twisted, that nigga smarter than a motherfucker. But nah, man, just take what I've said with a grain of salt and make your own predictions. You made me hope England lose. Yeah, fuck the English. You know what? I'm gonna talk some shit about the English, all right? Just so you guys know what the English. Fuck you, you fucking donkey. Nero, yalla, 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 yalla. I'm not done yet, motherfucker. I'm not done yet. I'm still gonna talk shit about the English for another couple of minutes. And Nero, now that he's here. Um, I'm surprised that Nero didn't die during the building of the stadiums, bro. Like, you lucky we got out, fool. Man, man, nobody cares about the KSA, bro. There's only sand and oil in the KSA, playboy. Nobody gives a fuck. But anyways, England in the World Cups. Let's go back. Yeah, yalla, 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 yalla. Let's go back and laugh at England. So join me in laughing at England and their failures at the World Cup. All right, I'm gonna try to go back as I can, bro, because I'm gonna talk some shit about these niggas. All right, the World Cup 2018. Where did England get disqualified? Anybody know? Was it round of 16? Was it quarterfinal? Was it semifinal? I'll save you the trouble. Yalla, yalla. It was the semifinal. Croatia beat England in the semifinal to reach the final that they would eventually lose to France 4-2. In 2014, England. Where do you think England got knocked out of the World Cup? Semifinal. They didn't make it to the final, obviously. Quarterfinal, or round of 16. And who defeated them? I want to know. Because I don't remember. I actually want to know. Like, I'm not bullshit. I don't remember who knocked out England. Was it Germany that knocked? No, they knocked them out in 2010, 4-1. And I'm just going to throw it out there, man. That game should have been 4-2, but because of the fact that Frank Lampard took a shot on the German goal and it hit the crossbar and it bounced down, but it bounced inside the goalie line and it bounced back out into Manuel Neuer's hands. And back then we didn't have bars, so yeah, man, they were like, nah, it wasn't a goal. But that game should have been 4-2. 2014, man, who the fuck disqualified England? Let me see. In the semifinal, it was Holland versus Argentina, and we're just gonna like back build to the point where they got disqualified. In the other semifinal, it was England. Oh, it was Germany versus Brazil. So it was either in the quarterfinals or in the rounds of 16. Where the fuck did England get disqualified from in 2014, and by who? Did France? No, it wasn't France. In 2014, France got disqualified in the quarterfinals by Germany, 1-0. I think it was a goal by Hummels. Yeah, by Hummels. Um, I'll go back to 2014. I can't remember right now. But 2006, who disqualified England in 2006? Was it? I'm just gonna tell you. It was Portugal. It was Portugal in one hell of a game. Wayne Rooney got sent off because of Cristiano Ronaldo's insistence on the referee, and it was just a shit show. Scotland, nah, it's Scotland. Scotland doesn't qualify for the World Cup. They haven't qualified in a minute, bro. Like, I think they qualified for 2014, or did they? Can't remember. Did they? Fuck, dude. Did they? Fuck, dude. Now you got me thinking. What the fuck? Oh, luck for Morocco now, man. And Japan, because I really love white eyes. You just like Japanese girls, bro. Nero, just tell Betty that you love her, bro. Like, you motherfuckers simping over the fact that she's Asian. What the fuck? Like, damn, you got that kind of pull. What the fuck? Ah, bruh, bruh. Like, Germany's gonna come back on top of the world, bro. Like, champions go through that shit of eating shit a couple of seasons or a couple of World Cups, and then they come back. Once a champion, you will always be a champion. That's what people don't fucking understand, man. Like, you can laugh at Germany all you want, but it doesn't take away the fact that they have the best winning record in the World Cup ever. Better than Brazil, even though they only have one World Cup less. But they've been to more finals. So, I'm just going to throw it out there, man. Germany, they know how to play the World Cup, and they will be back on top of the world. For now, they're going through some shit. So is Italy. Italy didn't even qualify. You know what I mean? So, just give it a rest, bro, okay? They said what they said. They covered their mouth, but it's okay, bro. They will come back. Germany in 2026 will be back. Trust me. And the game will be played here in the North American continent. The U.S., Canada, and Mexico will be host. And my plan is to go to one of the games. I don't care which game. I will go to a World Cup game when they come here because one of the cities that will host a World Cup game is Kansas, which is only like 12 hours away from where I live. So I'm gonna start saving up from now, baby boy. Yes, sir. Yalla, 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 yalla. So there you have it, man. That's my take on this. I'm glad to just share my passion for football with you all. I see that there's a lot of people with knowledge. Good to see Nero. Good to see Betty. Good to see Sir Javi. Good to see Annie. Good to see everybody, man. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. And yeah, man, just this is the only thing that I would ask from each and every one of you if you guys decide to watch the games. It doesn't matter if your team is not in the World Cup anymore. That's okay. There's always a next time for trying. Try to root for somebody, man. Even if it's a team that you may not like a lot, try to root for them. Or try to root for the enemy, or root for whoever you like. Oh, you might go to Qatar versus Morocco, Nero. Good shit, bro. I hope you do, and I hope you have a fantastic time if you are able to go and get in to the stadium. Only 2 hours away from your house. Good shit, bro. Take some pictures, share it with the rest of us, bro, because it's a fantastic experience that I hope you get to experience because I know I will in 4 years. Like I'm looking forward to that. So just cheer for a team. Pick a team. It doesn't matter, bro. Like if your team got disqualified, fine, fine. It's okay. It happens to all of us. Pick a team, stay with that team. Just pick a team or a couple of teams and stay with them. You know, cheer for your teams. Make sure you watch every minute. Make sure you watch every second because the World Cup is magic. The World Cup, if you watch it till the end, there will be something funny to see. There will be something interesting to see. There will be something sad to see sometimes, unfortunately, but it will be something to see. And nobody can tell you later or show you a video. You saw it live. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to see the World Cup. And if you're lucky enough to watch it, and if you're free enough to go see a game, I hope you do. All right. So in that sense of the word, give me money and I'll go. Man, if I have money to go to the World Cup, I'll take my family obviously, and then I'll take. Well, you guys know who I would take. They're in the chat, man, and I don't gotta call them out because they already know. All right. So, anyways, man, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm kind of hungry. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night or morning for you, Nero, out in the Middle East. Qatar is a beautiful country, man. I can't say nothing bad about Qatar. Fantastic, fantastic country, and yeah, there you go. There you have it. All right. So tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, remember tomorrow, 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Pick a team. Just pick a team and go with it, man. No matter if you lose, doesn't fucking matter. There's more teams to pick. And then I will come back to do a review next Friday because that's when the quarterfinals will be already decided. Like the teams for Saturday and Friday. So I'll do a review on Thursday. I'm sorry, I'll do a review on Thursday, and we'll have some fun. All right. So on that bombshell, I wish you all a fantastic night and yalla yalla yalla.